what I really do, DC gang. Welcome back to the channel. As always, you better be having a good day out there, my boys. Now listen, bro, before we get into everything, I just want to give you like a little backstory towards why I'm playing this deck and why I chose this deck for this video today, right? I was sitting on my desk. I haven't been able to play Yu-Gi-Oh as much as I would like to, or as much as I usually do, because I've been working more and I've been running a lot of errands lately, right? So I was thinking, you know, what would be the best deck or the most efficient way that I can climb to Masters and the quickest way right now in this season, right? And it was this deck. I picked this deck because they added the new support. Ironically, I made a video of this deck about a week or two ago, and the day after they dropped this thing, and they dropped this thing right here, and they also dropped the little firewall engine for the main deck, right? So I was like, okay, bet, that's what we're gonna do. And legitimately, bro, I'm gonna post a bunch of screenshots right here. They're gonna be somewhere on the screen right now. And I went on a 12-game winning streak, and then I think I lost 2 games, 1-1, lost 2, and then I got like a 4 or 5 game winning streak. So I made it from Diamond 5 all the way up to Masters, bro, which is nuts. And it was like within maybe 5-6 hours. That's actually pretty quick, bro. And it's because this deck is really efficient. Now, this is not the only deck that I was using. I mean, Mathmech is the only deck that I was using. I used 2 different versions because I did make some changes to this one. This is the one that I started with, and basically the only changes is I was playing the Firewall engine, so Firewall Defender at 3. Then I was playing one Firewall Guardian at 1. And that's pretty much it. So these are the changes that I made. Besides that, everything else is the same. So let's look at it. Alright, so these are the changes that I made. I took out the whole Firewall engine out of the main deck, added another Effect Veiler, I added a Micro Code Talker, and then I added the Senate Conflict, while also adding a Kaiju. And the main reason why I did things like this is because the Firewall engine is really good, bro. That other version of the deck that I just showed you is way more consistent than this one and has way more follow-up than this one. But the main problem that I was having with it is that I wasn't getting enough hand traps. So, you know, when you play Mathmech, one of the things that you want is to draw into a lot of hand traps and stuff like that. So I felt like I needed more hand traps, so that's why I made this version of the deck. And I like this one better, but the other one is way more consistent. That's pretty much it, because the thing is, like, if you have Singular in your hand, the Firewall Defender kind of becomes useless because you're gonna go with the regular Mathmech Singular combo that you need. Usually you could do the whole combo with just this card right here. So it's like, you know, and consistency wise, you are playing Silent Mining and you're also playing Small World, so searching out Singular is not really all that hard all the time. It's mainly if they stop you from searching, right, with the Ash or something like that. If you don't have it, that's when Firewall comes into play, where it's really nice, right? But you play as you wish. I just wanted to tell you that I started off with that deck, and now I'm playing with this one. So in this one, we are playing 2 Effect Veilers. Effect Veiler is really good because it's a good target for your Small World. You could just show a monster, show them the Effect Veiler, and that way you could search out your Circular, which is really nice. Also, it's just really good because going second, it allows you to stop your opponent's shenanigans, which is really nice, right? So then we have one dot scaper, and this thing is really good because a lot of the time, if you need to go into if you want to make, for example, your Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, and you want to make Decode Talker, you're gonna make this thing, and you're probably gonna have your Splash Mage on the field. You're gonna send this into the graveyard, special summon, and you can make Decode Talker that way. This thing is just a really good extender for the deck, right? Then I am playing 1 Micro Talker. You could probably bump this up to 2. This is amazing to have in the hand because this thing is an amazing extender as well, which is also going to allow you to search out the Silent Conflict, which is nuts, bro. And then if you don't need this, if you already have this in the hand and you want to search out a Silent Mining, this thing will allow you to do that if you use it in order to link off into a Decode Talker monster, which is nuts, bro. So I'm playing it at 1. I will probably want to bump it up to 2, but I've been doing fine with it, right? Then we're playing 3 Max C's, of course, for Max C reasons. Then we're playing 3 Ash Blossoms, of course, to stop the Max C. This deck does not like Max C. You have to stop Max C at all costs when you're playing this deck, legitimately. But either way, we're playing 3 of those. We're playing 1 Mathmech Sigma. Then we're playing 1 Mathmech Nobla, right? Now Sigma, again, some people play it at 2. You probably can play it at 2 just in case this thing gets stopped. But this deck has so much follow-up and stuff like that I don't really mind just playing it at 1. But if you want to bump that up to 2 and fix the ratio yourself, you could do that as well, right? Then I am running Mathmech, one Mathmech Nobla, and this thing is really good because when it's on the field, you could basically tribute any other Sirius monster and then special summon one of your Mathmech monsters from your deck, basically. So a lot of the time, if I can't get my combo off the usual way, I'll activate this thing's effect and special summon the diameter that way, so I can make sure that I have it in the graveyard, so when we use our trap, we could make a combo that way, right? Like, you know, bring them out, have a negate on our opponent's turn. So this thing is actually pretty good. I really like it. Then we're running 2 Mathmech additions, just because having extra extenders on the deck is really good. I wanted to keep it at 40, so I didn't want to play 2 and 2, so I just added 2 additions and 1 subtraction, right? So then we are running 1 math multiplication, because a lot of the time it just makes it way easier to OTK with this thing. Just in case somebody hits you with a max C, instead of special summoning a bunch of times, you just have this on the field, throw this in you could do it in the damage phase too. Just throw this in the graveyard, give this thing the attack boost that it deserves, slap somebody in the face. It's just nuts. Then I'm running 2 Mathmech diameters. Of course, you need diameter for your combo. Also, this is what's going to allow you to exceed summon with your trap to have an Omni negate, right? Which is really nice. Then we're running 2 Mathmech singulars. 1-star combo. You guys know how this works. One any kaiju, honestly. I just picked this one because it's not a level 7. Also, it's a fire, so it allows me to search out for Ash Blossom if I want to, or any other fire monster in the deck. Mostly Ash Blossom. You could do that, bro. You could search out for Ash Blossom by activating Small World, showing them a monster, then you could show them your kaiju. It's going to give you Ash Blossom, which is nuts. So then we have 3 Parallel Exceed, because this is one of the best extenders. Once you link off into a monster, special summon this into where they point to, you get 3 bodies on the field almost for free, bro. It's disgusting. Then we're playing 1 Nibiru, because of Nibiru reason, just in case we gotta slap somebody with a rock. But also the thing about this is also a good Small World target. So for example, if you have both Bayless in the hand or something, show them a monster, you don't have another light besides your, you know, Mathmech monster that you don't want to banish, right? So then you show them Nibiru, and that's how you search out your Mathmech singular most of the time. Then we're running 2 Call by the Grave to stop Max C at all costs, like I said. Cross out Designated to stop everything, because we play almost every hand trap, which is why I love this thing. Then we run 2 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Mathmech singular, 1 red reboot, because sometimes when you're doing the OTK combo with Decode Talker, Access Code Talker, they can imprime you if you don't do it right, or just in case Labyrinth tries some shenanigans, because Labyrinth is everywhere nowadays. Just slap them with this thing, shut down their whole game plan, shut it down, get it out of here, and then proceed to OTK that way. Then we are running 1 Silent Conflict, because if you have this thing, or if you have where's it at, the Transcode Talker on the field, this thing is a Omni negate. It negates anything and everything from anywhere, bro. It's disgusting, and I love it. So then we have 1 Silverus Deer Swamp, just so we can send it to the graveyard with the effect of our Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. 1 Paramec Lapalancia. We're not doing the 1 combo, rip your opponent's hand 1 time, because we only run 1. The extra deck can be a little tight, so you know. Then we're running 2 Parameth Alibertian, right? Then we're running 1 Mereologic Aggregator. Yeah, we're running 1 of those. Just it's a quick negate against any monster on the field, right? With the effect of this thing, you send this into the graveyard, you can negate as a matter of fact, a face-up card on the field, not just a monster. So remember that. Then we're running 1 Link Karibo, 1 Link Decode Talker. This is one of the best cards that came in that package as well, because this is basically 2 monsters on the field. You use it 1 time to link off, it'll come back. Use it again. It's disgusting. Then we have 1 Update Jammer, you know, for that easy OTK-ness with the Access Code Talker. Then we have 1 Splash Mage, 1 G Golem Crystal Heart, 1 Transcode Talker, 1 Decode Talker Heat Soul, 1 Access Code Talker. All of them boys be talking. Then we have 1 Firewall Dragon the Fluid, and the new card Firewall Dragon Singularity, right? So that is the deck list. Enough with the yapping. I got some saucy replays for you guys. So if you guys enjoy the content, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would genuinely appreciate it. Enough with the yapping. Let's get into them replays. Alright, gang, here we are for replay numero 1 of today. Number 1 for you, my boys. And we're gonna start it off with the shenanigans immediately, getting the Maxi out there. But we do have that Call by the Grave. dial them digits, hit them up, get that maxi out of here. I don't want to see it. We can't play under that thing. We will get washed, bro. I will give my opponent 1,000 cards. So we're going to start off by activating the circular, sending the Sigma to the graveyard so I can special summon it. Activate the Sigma, special summon it onto the field. Activate the singular to search our super factorial. Then we're both for these monsters. You're going to put them in the pot, twirl it up, and get an Aliburnian out here. Activate the Aliburnian's effect because we do have the diameter in the hand. I search out the equation, activate, well, normal summon the diameter, activate it, bring the singular onto the field. Using both of these monsters, you have to start splashing. Splash Mage onto the field, activate her effect, bring that circular back onto the field, link it off into the link decoder. You have to decode your opponent, bro. Crack the code, Da Vinci. Use both of these monsters, get him out of here. Get the transcode talker onto the field because them boys do be talking. Activate the decoder, bring it back onto the field. Activate the decode talker, bring the splash maker onto the field. Using both, well, all three of these monsters. Link 6, Firewall Dragon, Singularity. Activate the addition, add that boy onto the field. Using both of these monsters, get G Golem Crystal Heart out here. That's going to trigger the Firewall Dragon to special summon the Splash Mage onto the field. Then with the G Golem, we're going to get the Transcode Talker out here. And using all three of these monsters, you got to get Dark Fluian, alright? Firewall Dragon. How does that thing not have an animation? Anyways, we're going to use this effect. And we're going to send the Cyberus, the Save Worm to the graveyard, right? To set up our, basically spell and trap negate, right? And then we're going to set down our Mathmech Super Factorial. And that's our board. So what you're looking at is a double bounce back because we do have a fusion monster and we do have an Xyz monster in our graveyard. Then we have this thing that can send a monster to the graveyard to negate a monster on the field. And then we have our super factorial, right? So let's get into it. So here they're gonna special summon the Cassia Unicorn. Immediately I activate my Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, and the reason why I do this is because I know that's gonna basically make them trigger them to activate this thing's effect. And since this thing can negate that monster for the rest of the turn, I'm like, bet. Because now we get to use the Mirologic Aggregator. Why can't I say that thing, bro? I'm sorry. So that thing gets bodied and negated, and it's negated permanently, all effects, so now they can't even search out for anything. They activate the reinforcement of the army, and I activate my Silver's the Save Worm, right? Get that thing out of here. You're not searching for anything. So here they activate Foolish Burial Good, sending the tier limit Soki to the graveyard, activating the Soki's effect, getting themselves a tier limit Kasira to the hand, of course, activating tier limit Scream. I'm gonna activate my Mathmech Super Factorial to shut that screaming down. I don't wanna hear that. Then they're gonna activate the tier limit Kasira, of course. Like, okay, bet. Bring it out here then. So they're gonna banish the Soki. I'm going to bring all three of my Mathmech monsters onto the field to Xyz summon into the Laplacian, of course. Bring it out here. So here they're going to activate the Tier Limit Gatsira. I'm going to activate my Laplacian. Get that one card out of the hand. Get it out of here. No bad most. That was a Rhino Heart. Get the Kasira out of here and then get the Screaming out of here because I don't want to listen to that no more. They're going to activate the Screaming in the graveyard though, activating the Sharon, also activating the Tier Limits Kashtira in there. They're going to mill 2 cards, nothing important. Here they're going to get themselves a Tier Limits Meta Noise, of course. And then here they're going to use the Tier Limits Sharon and the Tier Limits Kashtira to fusion summon into Tier Limits Kid Kalos, activating the thing's effect. We're going to shut that up. We're not allowing that, bro. You're not sending anything to the graveyard, negate it. And then we're going to use our Firewall Singularity to bounce that thing back into the extra deck. And they're going to set down their Meta Noise, which is basically useless because they don't have a Tier Limits card on the field. So I'm like, okay, congratulations. I'm going to join to my card and they're going to... Listen, bro. I was really happy with this match because I don't want to... Bro, I'm tired of Tier Limits, bro. It was a phase. It was a time. It should be over. It should be done. Get it out of here. Anyways, next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for replay number 2. Replay number 2 of today. And this one was... I made a similar board, but the way I think I made the exact same board. but the way I made it was different, right? So here we're gonna start with Small World. We're gonna show our opponent the Ash Blossom, showing them the Effect Veiler, so I could search out the singular, right? So banish the Effect Veiler as well. So here we're gonna start off by activating the singular, get that boy in there with the Sigma, activate the Sigma, special summon onto the field. That's gonna trigger the singular. Singular gonna search out Super Factorial. With both of these monsters, you guys know how that goes. We're gonna go into the Alaberdian, activate the Alaberdian's effect, get yourself the Diameter onto the hand, normal summon the Diameter, bring the circular back onto the field. Using both of these monsters, start splashing once again. Activate the Splash Mage, bring the circular back onto the field. Circular, get it out of here, link into the decoder. Using both of these monsters, go into the Transcode Talker, of course. Activate the decoder to bring it back onto the field. Activate the Talker to get the Splash Mage in. Get him out of here, go into the Firewall Dragon Singularity, of course. Animations are tough, man. Get the Subtractor up here, subtract yourself into the equation, and then you're gonna get the G Golem out here. And again, you're basically gonna bring the Splash Mage onto the field. G Golem is gonna bring the Transcode Talker onto the field, and then you're gonna go into your Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. Activate that boy's effect, send this Silver's the Save Swarm into the graveyard. So here they activate the Mathmech Singular. This is a mirror match, and I'm basically gonna bounce both the Mathmech Singular and the Diameter back into their hand immediately, because they already use his effects and all they have is normal summons, right? So here they're gonna activate the Sigma that they had in the hand, special summoning, normal summoning the Diameter. I'm like, okay, bet. Congratulations. They're gonna get the Alaberdian onto the field, activating that boy's effect. Now they have an Omni Negate. I'm gonna Ash Blossom that thing immediately, get it out of here. So they decided not to negate that, and of course they had to have some type of follow, right? Mathmech equation. And I do have the Crossout Destinator. Unfortunately, this is a mirror match, so we're gonna get the equation out of here to negate it. I'm sorry, bro. Now they're gonna activate the Triple Tactics Trust. So of course I'm gonna activate the Severus, the Save Room. You see how this deck works, bro? And they're gonna Omni Negate that thing, and immediately I'm gonna activate my Mathmech Super Factorial. So we're gonna bring all three of our Mathmech monsters back onto the field. 1, 2, 3. Get him out of here. Get the Laplacian out here. So now that the Save Room gets negated, so of course the Thrust actually gets to start thrusting to search out a Mathmech Super Factorial, which was funny in my opinion, because they still don't have 3 Mathmech monsters in the graveyard, right? So here I activate my Laplacian, and ironically, if they did, or if they would have had another Mathmech monster to special summon, then they could have, you know, done that thing, because they do have the main one, which is the Diameter in the graveyard, right? But of course they didn't, and unfortunately, bro, the crazy thing is that they had a Parallel Exceed. So if they would have linked summon at any point in time, this would have been a whole completely different game. But we got rid of all of that. They set down their back row, which I know is a trap, but you only have 2 monsters in the graveyard, bro. So what are you gonna do with that? So I activate the Firewall Singularity. Of course they're gonna activate the Super Factorial, right? And immediately I'm gonna activate the Dark Fluid, because I know that even though they only have 2 monsters, the Diameter is gonna give them a negate. So if I activate this thing after it comes onto the field, I won't be able to do it, unless I could have done it in the battle phase, which in the battle phase this thing is untouchable, so it doesn't matter. So I send the Multiplication to the graveyard. He's gonna bring the Diameter and the Sigma onto the field, and he's gonna Exceed Summon into the Alaberdian again, but he knows it's over, bro. All I had to do was slap that thing one time, then the game wouldn't have mattered, and then slap him with the 8,000, it would have been GG's. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. But you saw how many, yeah, we have way too many interruptions with this deck, bro. Way too many. So let's get into the next replay. Right, gang, here we are for replay number 3, I believe it is. It should be. And here we are going second. So of course, we got to try and add some going second replays in here. So they're going to activate the Planet Rise Up to get the Kashtira Fenrir. I'm thinking I'm playing against Kashtira, right? They're going to special summon the Fenrir, search out another Fenrir. I'm like, okay, bet I can't be playing against Kashtira. They're going to activate the Stoby, of course. Getting the Lady Labyrinth. of the Silver Castle onto the field as well. Set her down. Defense position. Stobie gonna set down a big welcome. They're gonna set down another back row in the turn. Fortunately for us, they didn't have the clock to start doing shenanigans, right? So here I activate the Infinite Impermanence on the Fenrir immediately, which is gonna trigger the Lady Labyrinth. Of course, I'm like, okay, bet it is what it is. They're gonna set down a Destructive Drama Karma Cannon. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. We're gonna activate the Singular, sending the Nobla to the graveyard, activating the Sigma so we can special summon it, triggering the Singular. They're gonna negate that thing with the Infinite Impermanence, of course. I'm like, okay, bet it is what it is. Then here they activate the big welcome, special summoning Ariana, bringing the Fenrir back into their hand, activating the Stobie in the graveyard. I do have them digits, so I'm gonna call by the grave that thing, get it out of here. You're not cooking on my watch, bro. I'm the chef. Get your stove out of here. So Ariana, of course, is gonna get them the clock. So here they're gonna immediately quick effect activate the clock, right? So that way they can activate the Destructive Durama, putting every monster on the field into face down defense position. I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna normal summon my Diameter, bring the Nopla back onto the field. Of course, they're gonna activate the Keldo in the graveyard to bring that thing back into my deck so I can't special summon it. I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm gonna link off my Diameter into the link decoder so I could start decoding my opponent and cracking the Da Vinci Code, of course. Special summon the Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed is gonna activate, get me another Exceed onto the field. Using both of these monsters, I have to start updating my gameplay, right? So get the update jammer out here. Using the update and the decoder, we're gonna go into the transcode talker. I might be an IT major, bro, the way I'm talking. Activate the jammer, activate the transcode, right? Get the update onto the field so you can start updating into the access code talker, of course. New DLC just dropped, bro. Give that thing the attack boost that it deserves. Activate the update once again because you have to update 3 times, of course. 53 racks, and I can attack twice. We're gonna pop a card on the field, do it again, clear that thing out, and then we're gonna slap this fool twice. Because once you do it nice, you gotta do it twice, bro. GG's. When it's that nice, you have to do it twice, bro. I don't make the rules. I don't follow them either. So let's go to the next replay. Right, gang. So here we are for replay number 4, replay number 4, I believe it is. And here we have to take the Max C challenge. I ain't go crazy, but we activate the Small World, showing them the Effect Veiler and the Nibiru so I can get myself the Singular, right? So we're going to activate the Singular, send the Sigma to the graveyard, and we are going to get hit with the Max C. Unfortunately, I did leave my phone in the crib that day, so I didn't have them digits. I couldn't call them. So they're going to draw a card, of course. They're going to draw another card because I got to get the Mathmech Subtraction onto the field so I can go into the Mathmech, the Aliberian, right? Activate the Aliberian's effect, get rid of 2 monsters so I can get the Diameter onto my hand, normal summon the Diameter. I gotta bring the Circular back onto the field and use the Diameter to link him off into the link decoder. I didn't need to do that, honestly speaking. I should have just linked it off. I don't know what the heck I did that for. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But we're gonna set down the Super Factorial and end our turn, right? Oh, no, I remember why I did that. I was thinking about going all out, and then I was like, you know what? I do have 3 Mathmech monsters in here. I'm gonna just leave it like this, right? See what happens. So here they're gonna special summon the Fenrir, activating the Fenrir's effect, getting the Kashira Risar onto the hand. Then they're gonna activate the Kashira Birth, so I'm gonna activate the Super Factorial here and now, right? Bring all 3 of my Mathmech monsters onto the field. 1, 2, 3. Get them out of here so we can go into the Laplacian, of course. And this is what I mean, bro. People worry about Kashtira, bro. Like, what is Kashtira? Because we're going to activate this thing's effect. They're going to activate the Book of Moon to flip me down. I'm like, okay, bet. Congratulations. I'm okay with that. We're not even going to negate it. So we're going to get a card out of their hand, the Infinite Impermanence, get the Fenrir out here, and then get the Kashtira Birth out of here. Of course, they're going to special summon the Unicorn, get themselves the Kashtira Theosis, activate the Kashira Risar, special summon that thing, activate the Theosis, so they can special summon another Fenrir, of course, activating the Risar, banishing a card, banishing 3 of my cards, special summon the Kashira Scarecrow, right? Banishing a card off of the hand as well. Then we all 3 of these monsters. They're gonna go into the Kastura Rice Heart, activating that thing's effect, which already has 3 materials. Banishing my Singular. Now they get to attach a material to that thing. Going to the battle phase. They're gonna slap my Decoder, banishing that thing. So now they get to attach that thing to it as well. Slapping my other monster as well. Get it out of here. Banish, so they get to attach it as well. And they go for main phase 2, leaving me with just my Alaberdian on the field, right? Here I join to the Dotscaper, so I'm gonna activate the Sigma, special summon it, activating the Alaberdian, getting it out of here so I can get the Diameter onto the field. That's gonna trigger the Ariser to get an attachment, and then they're gonna activate the Kastura Big Bang, right? So now I gotta banish the Sigma out of here. They're gonna attach it to the Ariser, activating its effect again to attach. I think it has 5 attachments. So here I activate the Equation, special summoning the Subtraction onto the field. Of course, it's gonna allow them to suck that thing up. And here we both for these monsters. We're gonna go into the Alaberdian once again, right? Which is crazy to me because him allowing me to do that gave me an Omni Negate. So now even if he wants to activate this thing to banish a card on the field, congratulations, you played yourself. Because now we're gonna add a card. They do activate this thing's effect, getting rid of 3 materials to try and banish me. I'm like, yeah, nah, we don't need that. We're not doing that right now. So negate that thing, get it out of here. So here I get myself a Mathmech addition, right? They're gonna activate that thing's effect to suck up a card once again. I activate the addition, giving myself the attack with that I deserve. We're gonna slap that thing, get it out of here. Then we're gonna normal summon that Dotscaper. And with both of these monsters, we're gonna go into the Splash Mage, start splashing. Activate the Dotscaper, bring it back onto the field. Activate the Splash Mage, bring the addition back onto the field. With both of these monsters, we're gonna go into the Transcode Talker, of course. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna speed this up because I think they scoop. We get the Splash Mage out here. Using all of these, we're gonna go into the Fire Dragon Dark Fluid, yeah, and they scoop. How do you take Max C Challenge? 1, I gave you a bunch of cards. You body my whole board. And then still get, I don't know, bro. I don't really worry about Kastura, son. Kastura is like, I mean, he could have definitely made some way different plays, some way better plays and stuff like that. But generally, I think I would have still beat him. Because his main mistake was just letting me use the Diameter and the Subtraction to make the Alaberdian again. Because you should have banished the Subtraction. If you would have banished the Subtraction, it would have been a whole completely different story, right? But next replay. Right, gang, here we are for replay number 5, I believe it is. Number 5. And here we're going to start off by normal summoning my Nobla, right? Getting that thing out of here. And this is what I told you why this card is really good. Because now we got the Diameter out here, which ensures me that I can basically get my negate in the graveyard, right? So now we're going to activate the addition, special summon that thing onto the field. We both for these monsters, I'm going to go into the Alaberdian, of course, activate the Alaberdian's effect. That way we could get the Singular onto the hand, activate the, Circular, send the Sigma to the graveyard, activate the Sigma to special summon it. That's going to trigger the Circular, so that way we could search out our Super Factorial, of course. So we both for these monsters, we're going to start splashing. You guys know how this goes. Going to Splash Mage, activate the Splash Mage, bring the addition back onto the field, link that thing off into the Decoder. Both of these monsters, link them off into the Transcode Talker, of course. Activate the Decoder, bring it back onto the field, activate the Talker, bring the Splash Mage onto the field. With all 3 of these monsters, we're going to go into the Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. And this is a different board that you can make with the deck, right? Activate the thing's effect, send the Dotscaper to the graveyard, activate its effect to special summon it, and with the Splash Mage and the Dotscaper, you're gonna go into Decode Talker Hitso, of course, bring it out here. We're gonna pay 1,000 life points, and ironically, I joined to the Silent Conflict, which is amazing, right? So here we're gonna set down both our traps, which an Omni Negate, you guys know how this works. I still get to draw a card. I have Ash Blossom, Maxi, and Effect Veiler. Mind you, I told myself that I wouldn't use Maxi this game. So no matter what, I wasn't going to use it, bro. This is enough. So here I'm going to activate Heat Soul. I'm going to activate the Dark Fluid. That way I can send my save worm to the graveyard right before our opponent starts doing stuff. I'm gonna join to Assigned Mining. Here they normal summon the Firewall Defender, right? Linking that thing off into a Salaman Grave Bay Links. They're gonna activate the Firewall Defender, activating the Bay Links. I'm gonna activate the Effect Veiler on the Bay Links because I don't want them searching for no Sanctuary. Get that thing out of here. Negate it. Firewall is gonna activate to special summon the Firewall Phantom, of course. They're gonna use both of these monsters to link off into the Splash Mage. They're gonna activate the Firewall Phantom. I'm gonna Ash Blossom that thing. There's no searching around here, bro. Then I'm gonna activate my Super Factorial, of course, bringing all 3 of my monsters back onto the field. Mind you, I could have used Maxi at the beginning of the game because they've been special summoning, but I decided not to, bro. This was enough. This was enough. There's no need to add injuries, bro. So we're gonna get the Deflation onto the field. That thing gets bodied and negated, of course. Now I'm gonna activate the Deflation, hand rip them one time, getting the singular for out of here, getting the Splash Mage out of here, and of course it's gonna scoop, bro, because we still have an Obby Negate for my Signet Conflict, and we still have the Omni Negate embedded into our Deflation, bro. It was GG's. It's too much. That's why I didn't even use the Maxi, bro. What was the point? What was the point? Let's go into the next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for replay number 6. Replay number 6 of today, if I'm not mistaken, right? And here we are going second against a Notoria Pearly deck, right? Notoria Camellia activates, send the Cricket to the graveyard. Then they're going to activate the Pearly Sleeping Memory, of course. I'm going to Maxi that thing, get it out of here. I don't like showing Maxi replays, but we didn't draw a lot of cards, so we joined to an Ash Blossom, which was all I needed. Because now they activate the Pearlily, and I'm going to Ash Blossom that thing and get it out of here, right? They're going to set down one backward and end their turn. So here we join to a Nibiru. So I'm going to normal summon. This was when I was playing the first deck that I was telling you about. And even in this deck list, the one that I showed you, the one that I'm using now, this thing is still good. I say one-off, this thing is amazing in this deck as well. So here, of course, they're going to activate the Camellia to special summon the Cricket once again. So I'm going to link off the Firewall Guardian to go into the Link Guribo. Activate the Guardian to special summon it. Of course, I'm going to activate the Parallel Exceed to special summon it in the Arrow. Bring the Guardian back onto the field as well. Activate the Exceeds so I can get another Exceed. Then with all 3 of these monsters, we're going to go into the Laplacian, bro. I have to do it, right? Because I need to get that thing out of here. So we're going to get rid of 3 monsters here and rip them one time. Of course, it was a Pearly. Then we're going to get rid of the Camellia. And then we're going to get rid of the backward, which was a Notoria Blessing. All quick plays, right? Get them out of here. Then we're both for these monsters. We're going to go into the Splash Mage. Of course, they're going to activate the Cricket. Here they're going to special summon a Notoria Camellia and a Sunflower, sending the Sacred Tree to the graveyard so they can get a Notoria Blessing to the hand. Now, okay, bet. I'm going to go for the Battle Phase because I can't do anything with this thing on the field. This is a double monster in the game, and I can't have that, so I got to slap it in the face. Get it out of here. We're going to continue with the Splash Mage, bring it onto the field, bring the Guardian back onto the field. Then we're going to link it off into the Link Decoder, of course. Then they're going to activate the Mole Cricket, bringing it back onto the field. I'm going to use both of these monsters right here to go into the Transcold Talker. Activate the Link Decoder, special summon it, activate the Cold Talker so I can get the Splash onto the field. Then we both for these monsters, we're going to go into the Decode Talker Heat Soul, of course. Bring him out here. Activate that thing's effect so we could join to an addition. Activate the addition, special summon it, activate the equation so I could bring the Laplacian back onto the field. Using all 3 of these monsters, we're going to go into the Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, of course. Give me that. Activate that thing's effect. Send that Disable into the graveyard, and that's my board, right? Activate the Heat Soul. Activate the Dark Fluid as well. They're going to activate the Pearly Sleeping Memory that they just drew into, and I'm going to negate that thing with the Save Worm. Get it out of here. Negate it. And here we're going to basically send the Aggregator to the graveyard. That way I can negate. I think I went for the Mole Cricket, and of course we joined to Maxi. So I activate the Aggregator, get in the Cricket, and I'm going to activate the Maxi as well. And if you're wondering why they wouldn't quick effect activate the mole cricket, it's because during the main phase. I did all of that in the duel phase, bro. So that thing is negated. Of course, they're gonna use both of these monsters though to synchro summon into the Notoria Beast. They're gonna activate the mole cricket, special summoning that thing, activating its effect. Of course, I'm gonna Ash Blossom that thing. Maxi technically did win me the game, bro, but it's against. Look at all of the shenanigans that's happening, bro. Like all Notoria Blessing, bring the Camellia back onto the field. The mole cricket gets negated. They're gonna activate the Camellia, send the Notoria Sacred Tree to the graveyard, getting themselves another Notoria Blessing, activating the Notoria Blessing, bringing the mole cricket back onto the field. Then they're gonna link off the Perlily into a Link Karibo, right? And they end their turn. Now, mind you, I usually don't like showing you Max C replays, but this was a good back and forth. And this deck, I feel like you need Max C to win against, bro. Pearly, Notoria Pearly, yo, bro, wild. So here I activate the Hiso once again, activating my Dark Fluid because I'm planning on ending the game here. So I'm gonna send the multiplication to the graveyard, giving myself the attack boost, right? Activate the multiplication, giving this thing a 21,000 attack, right? Then I'm gonna activate the Nobla. Of course, they're gonna activate the Mole Cricket. And here I activate the Call by the Grave immediately. Get that thing out of here, body to negate it. It's GG's. I don't really feel good about winning because of Max C, but against certain decks, bro, it's just like, mind you, I don't hate Notoria. Notoria is fire. It's just, there's so much that they could do in their turn and your turn. That's why I hate it in Runic. But in Pearly, bro, Pearly could just do a bunch of stuff over one card. It's just too much. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Right again, so here we are for probably the last replay of the day. I got another one that I gotta show you because it was funny the way things happen. But I'll see. So here we're gonna activate Silent Mining to get rid of Silent Mining so I could get myself an addition. Because I started with 3 Silent Mining. So we're gonna activate the Circular, send the Sigma to the graveyard. We can speed this up because you guys know how this go. Get the Super Factorial with both of these monsters. Go into the Alaberdian, activate its effect, search yourself out the Diameter, normal summon the Diameter, bring the Circular back onto the field. With both of these monsters start splashing, activate the Splash Mage, bring the Singular back onto the field, link it off. Link Decoder, link both of these off, Transcode Talker, activate the Decoder, bring it back onto the field, bring the Splash Mage back onto the field, activate the Mathmech Addition, get all of these monsters out of here. Then we're going to use both of these monsters to go into the Golem, the Singularity, bring the Splash Mage back onto the field. Then with the G Golem, bring the Transcode Talker back out here. Then we're going to go into the Dark Fluids and the Deserve Room, set our trap, right? Now, I'm showing you this because this was crazy. So here they try to go into the battle phase. So I activate my Mathmech Super Factorial. That way I can get myself the Omni Negate to stop the, which was stupid on my part. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This was stupid on my part because, I'm just so used to reacting to when people do this. Because I know they have the evenly match. So I did this in order to stop the evenly match with the effect of the Diameter when I could have just legitimately just used the Disave Worm. I just forgot listen, bro, I wasn't thinking. So we're going to bring out 3 of these monsters back onto the field. Of course, they're going to draw a card off for that. Then they're going to draw another card off for the Laplacian. Activate the Laplacian. I'm going to hand rip them one time to send the Katsira Theosis to the graveyard, right? And we're going to get Lava Golem. So we get Lava Golem, and on top of getting Lava Golem, I get Kaiju. So, and then Raigeki. That was just wild, bro. Then they're gonna activate Scarecrow Kastura and special summon that thing, get rid of the Theosis, go into the battle phase, and they slap me for 2,600, right? I'm like, okay, bet. Now that's the crazy thing about Mathmech, is that if you don't kill me on your turn, even though you just bodied my whole board, bro, this is gonna happen to you. Update Jammer. Mind you, I went into Update Jammer and I was just making mistakes left and right. Because I completely forgot that this thing doesn't have an arrow for it to point to, so I could put that Paralytic Seed on. So I'm like, I'm an idiot. So I activate the Firewall Defender, bringing the Guardian back onto the field. Activate the Silent Miner, getting myself a Mathmech Subtraction, just so I could get another body on the field. Subtracting this thing so I can special summon it with all of these monsters. Of course, we're gonna go into the Access Code Talker. Because there's only one monster on the field, bro. I can attack twice with 43,000 attack, I believe it is. Well, GG's, bro. It was just funny because they legitimately just bodied my whole board like that, bro. So I wanted to show it to you. So with that being said, let's go into the last replay. Let me see. Let's go. Oh, right, gang. So I'm legitimately... Oh, this is also a way just to show you how the micro... If you made it this far into the video, which most people don't. But either way, micro coder, right? So we're going to activate the silent mining, getting rid of the small world. And basically, they hit us with the drill and log burst. So I do have the call by the grave. So get that thing out of here. Because drill and log burst is another card that will legitimately stop us from doing our combo. Well, the beginning of it. Because once we get a link monsters on the field, we don't really add cards to the hand. Unless it's with heat soul. So it doesn't matter. So we activate the circulus and the sigma. Activate the sigma. Bring it back onto the field. Such as the super factorial. Then with both of these monsters, you're going to go into the Alaberdian, right? Get them out of here. They're going to hit us with the infinite impermanence. Of course, I'm like, okay, bet. I do have the equation, fortunately for me. So I bring the circular back onto the field, right? Then with both of these monsters, we're going to link off into the splash mage. So that was 2 interruptions that we had to deal with, right? Go into the splash mage, activate the splash mage, bring the circular back onto the field, link him off into the decoder. And this is why this card, this thing is amazing. And one of the reasons why I'm thinking about bumping it up to 2 is that you could use it as material for your Link 3 Transcode Talker, right? Or your Heat Soul. So get him out of here. Get the Transcode Talker onto the field. Activate the microcoder. Get yourself a silent conflict. Activate the Transcode Talker. Bring the Splash Mage back onto the field. Use all 3 of these monsters to go into the Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, right? Mind you, you never use the decoder, so now you get to use it. Bring it back onto the field. Activate the Dark Fluid, send the Dust Scraper to the graveyard, bring it back onto the field, and with both of these monsters, you go into the G Golem Crystal Heart. I'm really cooking, because you're going to activate that thing's effect, bring the Transcode Talker onto the field, and here I was going to leave it at that, but then I was like, nah. Use both of these monsters to go into the Decode Talker Heat Soul, of course, activate that thing's effect, draw into an Effect Veiler. After 2 disruptions, bro, Omni Negate, we still have our triple, basically our super factorial. I get to draw a card with the Effect Veiler too. Come on, bro. Oh, and I can activate this thing's effect. Of course, they're gonna try and Ash Blossom me. But one of the things that I didn't have, I forgot to mention to you, is that I never had the diameter in the graveyard. I never managed to put the diameter in the graveyard, and because of that, I was gonna use this thing's effect to send the diameter, so they try to Ash Blossom me. So I had to stop that. So I'm gonna activate the Silent Conflict. Because, and the reason why I did this is because, yeah, I get rid of my Omni Negate, but this thing is basically a hand rip, getting rid of a spell or a monster from the field, and then also having the Omni Negate is way more valuable than just an Omni Negate, you know what I mean? So negate that thing, get it out of here. And of course, we're going to send the diameter to the graveyard. Then we're going to draw a card with the Heat Soul. We're drawing to a Kaiju. So here they normal summon the diameter. I've linked this thing off into the Link Kuribo, which lets me know they have a Parallel Exceed. Of course, they're going to activate that thing's effect. I'm going to activate my Mathmech Super Factorial, bringing all 3 monsters onto the field. And they do have the Call by the Grave, bro. The Call by the Grave, bro, which legitimately gets my negate out of here, gets my bounce, gets everything. All you need to do is do that, and I'm done, bro. Because the only thing that I can go to is the Alaberdian. So him stopping me at the beginning of the game was actually effective, because now they get to activate that thing's effect. Of course, I'm going to negate the Parallel Exceed with the Effect Veiler. And you know, I have to activate the Alaberdian as well to basically get myself a diameter for follow-up next turn, so that thing is negated. We're going to use both of these monsters to link them off into the Splash Mage. I'm going to speed this one up, right? They're going to bring the diameter back onto the field, link it off into the Link Decoder. Then they're going to use both of these monsters, go into the Transcode Talker, bring the Decoder back onto the field, bring the Splash Mage back onto the field. And then they go into this thing, which I was like, what? Yeah, you could bounce 2 cards back, bro, but that's all that you could do. Like, the one thing that they could have done is bro, I showed him what to do. All he had to do was go into this thing, activate its effect, send the multiplication to the graveyard. This thing would, well, this thing basically on their side of the field would have got a huge attack boost. All I have is 6,000 life points. They could just slap this thing in the face and end the game. But they go into this thing and they scoop. And this is in Masters, bro. This is in Masters, bro. I don't even listen, bro. That is the last replay of the day. So with that being said, let's go back to that. Right, gang, that is the video. This is the deck list. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Again, if you did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Any comment, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. I try to always reply, bro. If I miss your message, just send another one or something, because sometimes I do miss them. So with that being said, like I said, I was playing with the other version of the deck. I like this one better. Honestly, the other one is a little more consistent, but it just, I like having more hand traps in my deck, right? So with that being said, continue having a great day, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.